What's going on, guys? Recording today, the day of the space launch, so it's pretty historic. One thing that's been on my mind lately is I use the word simp a lot in my everyday life. I actually joke with one of my buddies all the time. Whenever I don't know what he's doing, I tell him he's simping around, but that's actually not the case. So we've heard this word being thrown around a lot on the internet lately, and it's even been banned from Twitch if you're a gamer or if you happen to know anything about that platform. And when I think about a simp, I think about it two different ways. One is which the way we see it in our, just in life in general. You can go on social media, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever. Wherever there's a semi cute female that says anything, you're always going to see, about 50 to 100 different guys trying to vie for her attention and tell her how intelligent and smart and wonderful she is. These are her little orbiters, what have you. And to me, it's a position of weakness is to give a woman that type of attention that she doesn't deserve. Number one, what does this woman do to actually attract so much attention in the first place? She just said something that kind of made sense, probably didn't make any sense whatsoever. That's in the case of the social media comment or posts. And lots of other times you'll see it when a girl posts a picture and all her little simps will come run into her and post and like, comment, blah, and do this and that. Well, I came up with a couple of acronyms for what I think a simp is. And they are as follows. So, submission is my purpose. That's basically the guy that's going to do anything for the woman. This guy ends up being the one that marries his love interest and says, "Happy wife, happy life." So with that being the case, this is about 90% of husbands out there. In my opinion. And then you also have the other unmarried simps, where the S stands for the dollar sign. Money is my purpose. These guys live to feed the ego of these women that have, a premium Snapchat or a Cash App or whatever. They pay to talk to females basically as a hobby. Or they just give money to females whenever they ask for it. A woman will tell a sad story about how she got kicked out of her place, her car broke down, basically rewarding failure and poor decisions. So we have submission is my purpose, money is my purpose, and the third one is sex is my purpose. So a lot of times these all go hand in hand, but that's kind of my short definition of what a simp is. Someone that's drawn by lust and will basically, that'll be the prime motivator in their entire life. We hear stories about men dating females and this and that. When's the last time you heard a guy say, "Oh, I really want to date her because she's really modest"? No, it's primarily driven by looks, sex appeal, and lust. And then all of a sudden, these people fall in love with this person, and then they invite you to the wedding. Somebody they met at a bar or something, and then years later, they're having problems and they can't figure out why. Well, it's because your whole relationship was based on lust. It's just a transaction. You provided her with security. She wrote it out for a few years, or intends to write it out for a few years, and then you're stuck with nothing, maybe a couple of kids. So this is why I take a biblical look at this, because the Bible has all these lessons within it, and people tend to overlook it. They get all this blitz of information from different people, podcasters and this and that, new age type of people, and it kind of distracts them from what was already given to people, thousands of years ago. So the one Bible quote that I want to go with today, well, actually there's two. So Jesus says in Matthew chapter 5, verse 28, "But I say unto you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with her already in his heart." So in modern terms, they say looking is liking or looking is lusting. So in other words, don't even look at these females. Don't acknowledge them. Don't give them that power over you. Because the minute you do, you're basically a simp. Okay. The other Bible verse that connects to this is Proverbs chapter 6, verse 25. Do not lust in your heart for her beauty, or let her captivate you with her eyes. Now, is that not basically telling you don't be looking at selfies? So, again, in my opinion, the modern translation of this is don't be a guy who's out there, giving attention to these females that their whole motivation in his life is just to draw your attention. And that's pretty much every modern female out there, because none of them dress biblically. They're all trying to captivate you with their looks, and they have magazines and websites dedicated to this. In fact, it's called the beauty industry. So a man can basically save his soul and his wallet and his time and his energy by not giving any type of attention to that whole economy. But that's just a short video about, my opinion on what I think a simp actually is. Let me know what you guys think. And with that being said, we're going to close out with Proverbs chapter 31, verse 3. Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. And with that being said, Ghost Medic out.